All right. As a preliminary matter, this is Bud Kelly, your chairman of the Board of Assessors for the town of Newbury. Permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on this agenda are present and can hear me. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Linda Gillard-McCamick.
Here.
Ann Sanford Wexler.
Here.
All right, staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Nate Kramer.
Here.
Excellent. On this agenda, we have no anticipated speakers, so there's no one to introduce there. And I would say it is 6 o'clock that we now start our meeting. All in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Excellent. Now, I need to do an introduction of the remote meeting. Good evening. This June 9th, the open meeting of the Board of Assessors is being conducted remotely, consistent with Governor Baker's executive order of March 12, 2020, due to the current state of emergency in the Commonwealth due to the outbreak of COVID-19 virus. In order to mitigate the transmission of the virus, we have been advised and directed by the Commonwealth to suspend public gatherings, and as such, the governor's order suspends the requirement of the open meeting law to have all meetings in publicly accessible physical locations. Further, all members of public bodies are allowed and encouraged to participate remotely. The order, which you can find posted with agenda materials for this meeting, allows public bodies to meet entirely remotely so long as reasonable public access is afforded so that the public can follow along with the deliberations of the meeting. For this meeting, the Board of Assessors is convening by Zoom and by phone call as posted on the agenda of the Board of Assessors, which was posted in the posted section of the town's website. And it is identified how you can publicly join this meeting. You may join us by going to the Zoom meeting that is noted on our agenda. Please note that this meeting is being recorded and that attendees are participating by video and/or telephone conference. The board was provided our materials prior to the meeting to review, and there was no material for the meeting distributed. Excuse me, there was, sorry, first time reading through this. We were provided information by our principal assessor so that we are aware of the items on the agenda and have the data to review remotely. Applicants or their representatives may call upon to speak, and if needed, share information to the screen. Please state intention after you have been called. All right, meeting business ground rules. We are now turning to the first item on the agenda, and before we do so, permit me to cover some ground rules for effective and clear conduct of our business and to ensure accurate meeting minutes. I will introduce, Bud Kelly, the chair will introduce Nate to start the meeting. At that point, Nate may choose to mute any and all of us while he's going through the agenda items, and then unmute us at his pleasure. We will then bring it to a vote, which will be a full roll call vote for anything that needs to be moved, and then move to the next item. You can mute yourself in numerous ways. *6 will mute and unmute on a phone, and we have a button on our screens. Speak clearly if you have anything to share. Be aware that video participants can see you and should take care not to screen share your computer. And for any response, please wait until the chair or the speaker yields to the floor to you. And if you do get called on, please state your name other than us board members. Sorry, public comment. We will, as always, have a public comment section of our meeting. It is in our agenda, and if anybody chooses to speak at that time, they certainly can. We also have a raise hand function, so if you do have anything that you'd like to bring to our attention, you can raise your hand. And finally, each vote taken in this meeting shall be conducted by a roll call vote, and additional agenda items will be called upon and handled in the same manner. That brings me through the preamble, and I don't think I need to say anything else. And at this point, I will turn the meeting over to review the agenda and go through it with Nate Kramer, our principal assessor.
Okay, so we haven't met since March 3rd, I believe. So there's quite a few, there's only one set of minutes, quite a few excise abatements and commitments to sign, which we will do after this meeting somehow in person. We will figure it out, whether I bring it to, I liked putting it in your garage. um, there are also some commitments. Those are all normal things that we usually go through. A lot of the stuff is dictated by the registry. So we just have to, you have everything. You have everything for that. So you've probably reviewed those items. And then we have to sign the Patriot contract for FY21. They've been waiting for a while on that. We're going to schedule our next meeting. We have a chapter rollback documents to sign for 6 Marsh Meadow. And then we're going to go into executive session and we're going to discuss real estate abatements and statutory exemption applications. And then we're going to adjourn.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Would, because I am looking at the participants and it's just the 4 of us, we can be more casual on this. Let's feel free to share as comments are made. So I don't think there's an issue with us speaking over each other very well. This doesn't seem to be a long delay. So we can almost pretend that we're together in a room.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, as for dropping things in the garage to sign, absolutely, Nate. If you actually want to do the print and drop it in an envelope, I will absolutely sign it and leave it in the envelope and you can pick it right back up. So I understand. If you want to do that, that is certainly an option. So
and then we can, so it's really, I guess, how does everybody feel about it? You know, I don't mind meeting in the parking lot or, I mean, there's a lot to sign.
Yeah, I think there's just too much to sign to do a sort of parking lot meeting. I think it's like I can see myself sitting there for an hour. There's a lot of stuff that needs to get done. So I don't happen to have a garage, although if the board wants to arrange for me to get one, I wouldn't object. But
take it under advisement.
Yeah, well, a garage is a good thing to have.
So what I can do
I've
is
always
drop.
wanted a garage, but I mean, dropping it in the mailbox or just on the porch if the weather is good, either way for me works fine. Then, give me an hour or so to deal with it all, then come back. Because I do think there's a lot. I went through all the stuff that was attached to Nate's emails, and good God, we have quite a backlog.
So I have a garage also. So are you going to just drop it to Sandy first?
I guess
him sign?
whatever you guys want. What I can do is just drop it at the first place, and then you're going to get back to me and say, okay, it's ready to pick up, and I'll pick it up.
Can I make a suggestion to that? You have some payroll stuff that does need to be signed as well. So, and I am around town tomorrow morning. So if I can get all of that cleared up and have the payroll stuff done, plus everything that's in the packet taken care of, you can decide who you want to bring it to next after that.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds good. Good.
There's one item in there that you are recused from. So
yes, I know.
There will be one thing. The 6 Marsh Meadow will not be in the documents that I drop off to you.
Yep. And as far as I'm concerned also, Nate, you can stay for the duration. I don't need this to be a drop and pick up. As far as I'm concerned, I've got the bench there. I'll make sure that I can get all the signatures done and hand it right back to you.
Okay.
While observing our social distancing.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And then from there, we'll figure out who wants it next, whether it's
Correct.
Sandy
Okay.
and whatever you're comfortable with. Sandy, I could drop it on your front porch.
Whatever.
And
I can pick it up from Sandy if you want me to.
okay.
Cool.
But tomorrow I'm not available until after 2 o'clock. So.
That's fine. I'm here obviously till 4 tomorrow, and I'm here Thursday too. So.
Okay, so why don't you drop it to Bud in the morning and then get it over to Sandy. Sandy can text me or call me, whatever, and tell me it's ready, and I'll pick it up as soon as I'm able to. Actually, it might be anytime after noon time. I might be available tomorrow. I'm sorry, I'm playing
Oh.
golf in the morning, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I would
Well,
rather it be in
priorities.
the afternoon
Yeah.
too, so drop it by, anytime afternoon here, and then I'll get a hold of Linda.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then I'll pick
Okay,
it up from
done.
you, sign it, and I'll get it back to Nate.
Yeah,
Perfect.
whenever.
Nate, what time do you
Okay.
come into town in the morning?
8.
You want to plan on me being the first stop? You
Yeah,
wanna-
sure.
All right, so why don't you plan to come to my house and I'll get that 100% done because I got to go to Amesbury after that anyway, so that works great.
Okay. What time are you thinking? 8:30? Something like
Oh,
that?
whatever time. I don't know, you want to
Okay.
get in the office first or bring the packet with you and come directly here, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'll just come in, pick it up, and then, I don't know what time you,
Oh, I'm up
where you going?
5:30, so I'm
Okay.
up. Yeah,
Okay,
cool.
I'll do that.
I'll see you after 8 on tomorrow morning. Good,
Sounds
done.
good. So what we just discussed will take care of the first 1, 2, 3, at least 3 items. The fourth item being the Patriot contract for FY21. Has everybody reviewed that?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
the same as last year. Nothing's changed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it will take care of the first 4 things on the agenda, that
Okay.
passing around that we just discussed.
Good.
Now, do we want to schedule the next meeting or do we want to wait and see what happens in terms of whether or not I guess it doesn't matter if the next one's on Zoom or in person, we can keep
Right.
whatever we decide. So,
You need us again this month, or should we wait till July and see what happens?
July should be, well, actually, yeah, I don't think we need another one this month.
Okay.
The first Tuesday in July is the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Is everybody around then?
I had a nice vacation set up at a resort where I could be really close to a whole bunch of strangers, but they had to kick that out, so.
They kicked you out.
Yeah, no,
It's good for me.
so that date again, one more time?
July 7th?
July 7th.
Oh my God, can we go a whole month after we get all these things signed probably, right?
You're going to need a month
Yeah,
for your wrist, the flare up in your wrist.
Yeah.
July 7th, 6 p.m.
July 7th, 6 p.m. Assessors. And whether we decide that we can meet in person or we do another Zoom, we don't know, but we'll know before then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
The next thing on the agenda is, I just, in case anything came up between the time I sent everything to you and the time we actually had the meeting, and nothing has. So the item after that is the chapter rollback, which
I have to recuse myself from.
yeah, it's just signatures at this point. So
Okay.
Right. Do we need a vote on accepting the rollback and the number that we figured?
it's already done.
The vote's taken and, okay,
Yeah.
then we're good.
We've already gotten payment. It's just been sitting here. I just haven't.
I know you got payment.
Yeah. May 7th, the check was dated.
Cool.
And that was it for the public session.
Very good.
All right, so now I'd like to make a motion that we close the public Zoom meeting. Any seconds?
I have a quick question.
Second?
Actually.
Yep.
Okay, oh, sorry,
Nope.
Principal Assessor.
Do we close it now or do we leave it open until we have all the signatures? And then how does that work?
Well,
I think
we
we
would
have
be
to
getting,
close it to go into executive.
Right. Okay. Okay.
yes.
Close
Yeah,
it.
but Well, I don't think we need to leave the meeting open, like, in some sort of open-ended way, because what we're going to do is we're going to close the public meeting, go into executive session, come out of executive session, go back into the open meeting, so that we can then adjourn the whole thing, right?
I was going to
Correct.
actually, I was going to make a motion that we actually did not enter back into the open meeting again, because at this point, we're done.
Okay.
No, so that would be I was going to amend my motion. My motion is that we close and adjourn the public meeting and not re-enter it after we are done with our executive meeting. That's my motion. Any seconds?
So, and is Nate's concerned that that somehow affects our signatures on things?
Yeah.
Because we're not doing it right away?
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. If the items aren't physically signed yet, can we close it? But
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think you could say it's a purely ministerial function left to perform. It's not, you've already voted on everything.
right.
It's not it's like administrative stuff that we're talking about with the signatures, I hope.
What did Charlie Baker say? I can read that section again if I need to. I'm not sure how that factors in. Whatever you want to do, Nate. I mean, whatever you want to do.
I just wanted to. The question popped in my head as we got there, and so I don't. It's fine with me.
Okay.
Close it and
All right, let me amend it as well. We close the public meeting knowing that the agenda items addressed this evening will be duly signed within 24 hours, and we will enter the executive session and not reopen the open session.
perfect.
Right.
That work?
Okay, before you go out of it, I need to ask Sandy. Sandy, do you have my cell phone number?
I'm pretty sure I do somewhere, but give it to me anyway, just so I know. Go ahead.
It's 978
Yeah.
Wait,
590.
we're still in public meeting. Why don't we? Do you want to have his number going?
I'll do it in executive.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We'll wait.
So anybody that
Okay.
watches it doesn't get his
Yeah.
number. Doesn't want
Okay, so
Okay.
the motion is on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Yeah.
And all in favor?
All in
Aye.
favor?
All right, now it is up to you, Nate, in your magic on your side to take us out of the public meeting and place us into the executive session.